on, my fellow fuzz butts? ZabuTheSergal here, and I'm back in another video just to educate my people. And yes, you notice that we have just a nice little new setup going around here. I've got a little addition with my good old Harry Potter wall over here because I gotta express for my good old Pottermore nerds out there. If you're into Harry Potter, go ahead and post a comment down in the dibbly below what house you represent. Okay, so there's just one thing that's been on my mind that's, been dealing with some of the things that's been happening a little recently, and these are some of the things that I just need to address. I'm pretty sure that most of us at one point or another has commissioned somebody, be it for art or, fursuit parts, a full fursuit, things of that nature, kigurumis and stuff like that. So we're all familiar with that type of scene. Usually whenever you commission somebody, there's a good amount of, feedback and, communication and stuff like that. But there is always some select few that just choose not to communicate with their, commissioners. And I think that it's not only rude, but that's just completely uncalled for, because that's the person that paid you to do the work that, they specified for you. Especially if they've already given you the money, and if you're taking a little bit of time to get it done, then you should definitely let them know as to why it's taking so long to get it done. And it shouldn't be a chore for them to get in contact with you. You should make getting in contact with you fairly easy, because the easier it is to get in contact with you, the quicker that any discrepancies can be resolved, and the harder it is to get in touch with you, the more problems that it causes, and then eventually it just escalates into something that didn't even need to happen in the first place. I mean, I get it. Everybody does have their own actual lives that they live, life stuff, going to school, working jobs and stuff like that. But 9 times out of 10, you're gonna, have some sort of device on you, be it, a phone or anything like that. And so, if you're still, keeping in touch with your websites and stuff, making sure all that stuff is going on, and if you have those messages from your commissioner, just give them just a nice little response back just to let them know what's going on. Don't just simply read the message and then completely ignore it, because that's going to create some bad rep for you. And when it comes to, being an artist and making stuff like this, your reputation means everything, because you have a bad rep, that means that you have a bad clientele. Without your clientele, then, there's really nothing you can do, because you don't have any commissioners, and yeah. So the best way to do that is to stay positive, always have positive feedback, interact with your commissioner, stay in touch with them, because that is very, very, very important, because if you do not and you cut them off, then of course they're going to spread the word about that, and then they're going to have some animosity towards you. And the easiest way to avoid that is to just let them know what's going on. Just be like, hey, insert random situation here, and they'll be like, okay, you can move on from that point on. But it shouldn't have to escalate to the point where your commissioner is already upset and practically, yelling at you, saying that, they're demanding a refund, and then, that gets your attention, and then all of a sudden now you want to be all friendly. That's not how it works. You should be attentive 100% of the time, because that's going to be what they expect. I mean, that's like with anything. Though, of course, this doesn't speak for everybody, because there are some very professional, artists and fursuit makers and stuff out there that will, stay in contact with you. That way you don't have to reach out to them, because they're closing that communication gap themselves. They're, sending you work in progress pictures every week, and, keeping you updated and things of that nature, answering all the questions that you may have. And that is very, very, very good. And I wish that all artists could, start doing those types of things, and, reciprocate, be a little bit more professional about it. That way their clientele can get built even higher, and then, yeah, everybody can have positive grand old times, and everything just goes good. But of course it's only a pipe dream, and it may not happen, but hey, you never know. It might take, enough bad things to escalate to something good. Some of these people might, continue doing this to the point where their clientele is like so dim that they're like, maybe I should, clean this up a little bit, because this is happening over and over and over and over. And if this keeps happening, then I'm eventually just going to lose everybody. Then my reputation is going to be soiled, and then no one's going to want to commission me, and then I crash and burn. So the best bet would be to, just stay in touch with them. That's all there is to it. It's not hard. Just as easily as you message them to, you know, set up the quote and get the commission started, you can easily message them letting them know what's going on, you know, updates, pictures, you know, things of that nature, because whenever you start to avoid these types of things, then they start to catch on and they're like, it's been, you know, this amount of time and you say that you're this far along, but lo and behold, you're probably not even started yet and you've already spent the commission money. So yeah, that's kind of a couple of bad things on your part. So definitely start clearing those types of things up. I just had to get that off my good old Sergal chest. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and close this. So if you like this video, go ahead and scratch that like button so that I can know to post more awesome content in the future. There is going to be a home tour video coming soon. There was some pictures posted on my Twitter, and you know, I'm going to make a video, you know, just walking around the house and stuff like that, you know, quite soon once we get everything, you know, completely situated. It's almost done, but there's just a couple of tweaks and things that we have to do. You want to talk to me? Have some Twitter. You want to stay updated as well as know when the next Q&A is going to be? Have for affinity. Want to drop fan art as ZabuTheSergal? Fan art is always welcome. Keep it PG-13. But as always, my name is ZabuTheSergal, and I'm out of here.